Bigyan natin ng reaction ngayon itong pinaka-latest post ni Secretary Juan Ponce Enrile. 3 hours ago ang post niya na ito. Para ito sa mga nagsusulong o advocates ng revolution or people power. My advice, sabi niya, to the advocates of revolution or people power is to go ahead to a shop and buy your revolutionary or people power toolkit and start the game you like if you really can do it. Revolution or people power is no bluffing matter. It is an ultima ratio where there is no point of return. It is a zero-sum game. Either you win or you lose. That's it. Okay? So, medyo mabigat ito. Talking from experience. Kasi, malala ko pa, yung mga itsura nila ni then General Fidel B. Ramos. Tapos siya. Bulletproof sila. Noong 1986 ito Una, doon sila nag-convert sa DND headquarters dahil Secretary of National Defense si Enrile by that time. Sila yung unang umalsa laban sa Marcos Sr. Administration. Pagkatapos ng ilang oras lumipat sila sa Camp Crame. Doon na nagpermanente na holdout nila. Then the rest is history. People power na. Kaya, go ahead. So, yeah. Go ahead kung kaya ninyo. Magbili kayo ng toolkit. Ano bang toolkit? Mga kagamitan. Hindi basta-basta ang mag-people power. So, sino bang nananawagan ng people power kagaya nung nakaraan? Wala naman akong kwan. Wala naman. Si PRRD, yung interview sa kanya yung press conference ni PRRD, sa pag-intindi ko lang ayaw man yan ng ganyan, yung people power involving the military. Yung katulad ba ng people power 1, ayaw man niya. Ang sabi lang niya is magsalita lang yung mga men and women in uniform. So, I don't know kung sino itong mga tinutukoy ni Secretary Enrile, ng mga advocates ng people power na magbili na ng mga gamit dahil hindi basta-basta. Okay? So, masipag ngayon si Secretary Enrile nagbibigay ng ganito post. I think, kailan ba yung last post niya? 2 days ago? Yung maganda yung last post niya. Yung cool lang tayo, sabi niya. Cool. Tignan ko nga yung bago tayo magbasa ng comments. Wala. Let's forget our disgust, sabi niya. At magkaisa tayo. Let's defend democracy. Let's defend the Constitution. Mga ganon. Ganda yung advice niya. Cool lang. Hindi siya nagbabasa ng comments. Ang daming comments na negative para kay Secretary Enrile. So, dito, magbasa ulit tayo ng comments, John Lin. Sabi niya, regime change. It's a requirement. Okay. It's a requirement. John Casil Nyoda. Basta pag natuloy, huwag ka na bumalimbing. Panindigan mo na dyan kasapanig ng adik. Nakasulat dito, adik. Binasa ko lang. Mandy Mad Hatter. It's not a bluffing matter when it's already composed of angry people who has had enough of the rampant corruption and injustices happening in front of our faces in this administration. EDSA didn't happen overnight either, but was successful in kicking Marcos out of his chair. It's better to take a stand for what is right and fail, than keep quiet and enjoy their safety while oppression is happening to the people and to the country. So, mabigat ito. Bahala na. Kahit hindi magtagumpay, kahit matalo, basta may gagawin lang sa harap ng mga kalukuhan ginagawa. So, matindi ito. Joe de la Victoria. Sir Juan Ponce Enrile, are you the one legally advising BBM to remain silent with all these situations? Do you want the Filipino people to remember you as the one who caused the failure of BBM admin due to your legal advices? Okay, in fairness kay Secretary Enrile, yung mga nababasa ko lang ng mga posta, parang siya ang nag-advise sa presidente na mag-cool off, na wag nang painitin pa ang situation, cool off. So dahil sa cool off advice ni Secretary Enrile, baka yun na yung dahilan bakit biglang nag-text ang presidente na wag nang ituloy yung impeachment case laban kay BP Sara. Para hindi naman siya lalong ma-divide ang bansa. Ako, nung una, natuwa ako. Dahil akala ko tunay. Kaya lang lumalabas, parang propaganda daw yun. Para lang magmukhang hero ang presidente. At ang gustong gawing billion o kontrabida ay ang mga kongresista. Kaya ang problema, kahit napakaganda yung advice o hiling ng Pangulo na huwag nang ituloy ang impeachment, parang hindi naman susundin ng mga kongresista. Wala ngang response si Speaker Martin Romualdez. Ang mga kongresista nagsasabi na wala namang daw utos si Speaker Martin Romualdez na huwag nang itigil ang impeachment. na itigil ng impeachment. Sinasabi ng mga House leaders, yung mga senior deputy speakers, pag mayroon daw mag-file ng impeachment, asikasuhin nila. Yung tatlong Makabayan Bloc, nagsabi na, binatikos ang Pangulong Marcos, yung wag kang makialam, separate branch of government kami, legislative kami, tungkulin namin ito mag-ano ng impeachment. So, ibig sabihin, hindi sila susunod. So, sabi ng Makabayan Bloc, by December 1 na ngayon, itong buwan na ito, i-file na nila ang impeachment. Sabi ng mga House leaders, pag may nag-file, a-actionan nila. So, ibig sabihin, tuloy pa rin ang impeachment. So, hindi nasunod yung call off, hindi susundin yung payo ng presidente. Okay? So, Lorna Grace Puentes Pina. To me, winning or losing is immaterial. I want to be heard when I know I have the right to expression and seeing how things go. It's anger mounting from within. During your time, please recall how it was then. You thought you won when you ousted Marcos, but came Cory. You almost lost in the end. When you see the corruption and abuse right with your very own eyes, your duty to being a Filipino pinches your very soul. I may win, I may lose, but I am not a Filipino for nothing, Mr. Enrile. Pati ka. Babae to, Lorna Grace. So, yan po. Salamat sa advice ng Secretary Enrile. At bahala na yung mga advocates, kung sino man yung mga leaders na yan, mag-isip-isip mo kayo dahil point of no return. Either you win or you lose. At least, binalaan kayo ni Secretary Enrile.